so hard. An alliance slowly forming like a boulder in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy, heavy friendly.
There is an eagle flying.
And action. Hi, everyone. Joe
Hi,
Barlow here.
everyone.
Thanks so
Morley
much for
Bishop.
tuning in to
Yeah.
Heavy Friending, the
Heavy
number
Friending.
one friendship-based podcast. I'm Joe Barlow.
And I'm Worley Bishop.
Why are you mocking me?
I'm mocking you? What do you mean?
Is that your
What are you
voice?
trying to say?
You were...
What are you trying to say, man?
I think you're...
I'm the zany one. Okay?
What do you mean?
I'm the zany one, man.
What country are you from?
I'm from this country, bro.
I'm trying
gonna do
to
a bunch
imagine-
of different styles.
Okay. Well, imagine
Mix them
like someone,
together.
this is the first episode of the show they've listened
Okay,
to.
cool.
And you're like
And they
immediately
love it.
mocking
And they
me.
love it.
You have a weird energy. My name's Joe Barlow. This is Laura Lee Bishop. Welcome.
Don't speak for me. I say my name.
Please.
My name
Please do.
is Joe Barlow, and your name is Laura Lee Bishop. And this podcast is called Heavy Friending.
This is going to be a long one, folks. I hope your iPod's charged.
Heavy Friending, that's the name of the podcast. It's about two strangers who met, not randomly. They met on the job. But isn't that how the most beautiful friendships blossom?
Oh my God. What is happening?
I'm just trying to get pumped up for you. This is an important
For me?
episode.
I
I'm trying to get hard for you.
I think
pumped.
you're, I mean, I don't know if you're helping me right
Yes.
now. You're flustering me. You got to work with me. You got to
okay.
make me look good, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm going to submit this episode,
Yes.
first of all, to the Podcast Academy for a nomination for
Yes,
whatever.
and you know what? We're honored to even be nominated.
And it is an honor.
It's an honor.
But I also want to use it to potentially get a job. I hand this, I say, hey, look at me. I can host a
Talk.
podcast. I can
Breathe.
And then
make lip noises.
You've agreed to help me, and I'm hoping you'll help me and not do maybe what you're doing currently, but like help me.
Well, here's how I help you. Why don't you explain?
Let me explain.
Fine.
Okay, you can help me by
Just by sitting here and being quiet and saying nothing.
No. You just have to act maybe like normal, just like normal, and slightly worse than me because I'm the one trying to get a job.
You want me to tone it down because I was being too funny? Okay, I get it. Okay, cool. I'm lame now.
That's what I like.
Okay.
And that's what the audience likes because it was a little much.
Okay.
But we're going to, because I'm like looking at jobs, I'm applying for jobs. I'm like, NPR, I don't have an example of me demonstrating that stuff.
Right.
I'm like, Country 102 FM.
Well, you need to
I don't
brush up on your country stations,
right, and
brother.
you know, Top 40, Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah,
I don't have things like that. So you're going to help me. I hope you're going to help me because Friends, last time I checked Friends, help.
Yell into their other friends' earphones.
Microphone?
Yeah. It hurts.
You know what hurts me is not getting sort of what I feel like I need from you right now, which
Okay.
is support.
All right. I'm supporting. I'm here sitting right next to you.
And I think this is fun because you can do some of your signature characters if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm sure there's someone out there who
Stinky.
appreciates
Oh, stinky?
we can do Stinky.
Okay, 'cause
Although that one, we already did a children's show. I don't.
Yeah.
There's not a
That's
lot
right,
of children's radio. Children aren't flocking to the radio.
What's the deal?
But maybe we could.
But maybe on XM, you know.
Oh.
Forget those fancy kids.
Maybe. I think kids like music.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they don't.
We could do a cover of a popular song.
That's all right. Maybe another episode.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to help you, and you shoot me down.
Well,
you shoot me down.
I think the most help you can give is to listen to what I say that I need.
Okay. All right. You know what?
And I
won't
need a
talk for the rest of the
cover
episode.
like Kids Bop song.
Well, why don't you do this? If you want me to help you, why don't you explain what this podcast is?
I think you did.
Did I?
Maybe.
See?
Okay.
That's the problem.
I'll do it, and this will
Yeah,
will
do
be
it
part of my
professionally.
audition.
Cool,
Okay,
cool.
great.
All right.
In 3.
No.
What?
You don't need to count it down.
Some they get countdowns.
Well, yeah, but if it was happening live and you're on the radio, no one can listen. There you
I
do it
can't
hands.
wait for the
He's doing it with
people
hands.
at home
People,
aren't going to
and he's
know.
showing me one.
Okay, and
Actually, I'm supposed to do it to you. I'm supposed to count it to you. Okay, ready?
Great,
and
great. Hello,
that's
that scared
see,
me.
now if you
there were noises.
If you are
There's
gonna,
a
you got to
noise.
roll with the punches in radio. Are you kidding me? That
That's-
shit's live. They don't have the power of editing
They're in
like
padded
we do.
rooms. They don't have a fridge in the
Oh, they
studio.
got a fridge. They got a beer fridge in the studio. Everybody knows that.
Well, on country radio.
and
maybe.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone, you're listening to Heavy Friending, a podcast homegrown, right?
That's
In
your
Austin.
radio voice.
Well, a lot of times they'll have copy in front of them. They'll read the copy. They'll say,
Okay.
And they'll look at they'll do a glance up at the clock. They'll say,
Right.
it's 6:52 in the a.m. We've got the top stories right now. I'm Joe Barlow. A
It'd be
bus
really cool-
flipped over on the highway.
Wow.
Now I've got your attention.
You do.
Now a lot of kids are hurt.
Okay, good. Well, I'm
But-
happy.
Let's hear from one of the people on the scene.
Hi, I'm Timmy, school reporter, 6th grade.
Okay, Timmy?
Hi. I'm only in 6th grade. I don't know what you
Tell me
want
what
from
you
me.
see, Timmy.
Well, a lot of heads without bodies.
Oh,
It's a bloodbath.
Timmy.
It's cool.
Do you think when you're an adult, you will be able to put this behind you, or will it affect you?
I'm pretty sure I'll become a serial rapist
Well,
as a result.
Okay, I think the connection's bad, and
Okay.
oh no, someone cut Timmy's mic.
Still here.
Oh no. Okay, well that's our top story.
Well, that was great.
That was
what you're
good.
doing is great.
Because what I'm
I
showing
love
is
it.
ad lib ability, which I think is
Right,
important.
right. And what about that Timmy kid? I mean, he showed a lot of potential. Could be a returning character, maybe. Somebody calls in every now and then. I love that.
I think, yeah, and I would be curious to see how other events maybe affect him.
Yeah, how he grows up. Maybe next time you talk to him, he's not 6th grade, he's in, 12th. And then you're getting crazy because
Right.
things are happening.
Oh.
He's coming of age.
Well, yeah, and maybe that'll happen. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to do throughout
Okay.
the episode.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here with you.
And you did great, by the way.
I'm just sitting here
Just
listening. Yeah.
punching in Timmy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to call him
Yeah.
and get him on the line and stuff.
I know.
And
I
that's
was impressed with how quickly you did that.
I can get anyone on the line anytime. You
Yeah.
just name them and they're here.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's take a quick break. And we'll kind of sort through what we need to do.
I'll get my notes in order,
Yeah. Your copy.
my copy. I'll do my vocal exercises. Kind of what I would do if I was on the job at what I like to call the station.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll be right back.
Don't be too good.
Okay, sorry. We'll be right back.
Better.
That's Lorelei Bishop here. I'm on the radio. I'm doing radio stuff, man. Lorelei Bishop, everyone's favorite disc jockey. We're going to listen to some awesome tunes coming up after this break. Yeah.
What is that?
It's just,
That's good.
are you on the radio too?
Come on down.
Man, this is good.
Whoa.
La basura. That means the trash.
Why? Is that a radio thing?
Yeah, no, when I used to work at this Mexican restaurant, they used to be listening to that there all the time, and it would come on, it would say La basura.
Oh, that was the name of the station? I
guess.
Like,
or maybe
uno,
that's when they'd be.
dos, tres.
All right, now
I don't know
what
how to
I
say
did was good because it was so
0.2.
on point, and yours was just kind of shitty. But
Well, I took high school Spanish.
do you guys like what you're hearing right now? Do you like this?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
I do too.
Well, I like doing it. I don't know if I like listening to it.
Well, I think if it weren't us doing it, I would probably like listening to it more.
Maybe. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to listen to yourself.
It's hard to listen to you ourselves.
Okay.
But we so much appreciate you supporting and subscribing to the podcast. But there's another way you can help that's even better.
it's even better.
To us, especially.
Yeah.
Because we like the downloads, and I like seeing the numbers spike
Ooh,
on certain
we've been
episodes.
really spiking
Oh, I
lately,
love the
too.
spikes. And I'm
yeah.
it's a Wednesday. Why is it spiking?
Yeah, why is it spiking today?
Someone must have shared us on their Tumblr page.
And then Joe will text me and be like, spiking. We're spiking today.
We spiking.
Yeah.
And then I love a spike on patreon.com/heavyfriending.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's cool.
That's cool. We got a spike today, actually, too.
We got a little spike.
We got a little spike from a new patron. I'm going to give him a little shout out.
Okay.
Give him a shout out, Joe.
His name is Logan
Banner. Logan Banner, thank you so much. And if you're listening right now, Logan, you're special, you're loved, and we value your loyalty.
Yeah. And, this just occurred to me.
Yeah, I can tell by the slow speech that led up to it. But I like to watch
I'm
realization.
a thoughtful guy, but
Yeah.
you could give someone else a gift of this. Like Logan could spend more money with us and say, hey, this is in honor
In
of
someone else's name.
my friend.
My dead grandmother.
Well, or
who-
someone
let's
living.
honor her. Okay.
Could be someone living, because then maybe they could start listening too.
But here's a great idea. Somebody dies. You send flowers. No, flowers die. How about you send them a little card that says, hey, I donated $5 to Heavy Friending
Podcasts
in
live
your
forever.
grandmother's name. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
And we'll give Meemaw a shout out.
Yeah. Meemaw. We're shouting you out right now.
That was a free
You
one.
were great. That
the
was
next
free.
one will cost
Yeah.
a
If you want us to do
subscription.
Mamaw, then that's going to be, I'd like to do $5 at least a month.
Yeah, and there are different tiers. You get to kind of choose however
Yes.
much you want to spend. So if you want us to mention Meemaw in every episode, there's a number we could put on that, and we'll say it
yeah.
right now. It's going to be
If you give us $50 a month,
$50 a
I will
month.
mention, I will say
Meemaw.
Meemaw in every fucking episode. Okay.
or maybe another phrase. We could maybe negotiate another phrase.
Yeah. You contact us.
And we could sneak it in there,
Yeah.
and you would know. And maybe we'd say it at some point, but
Yeah.
we would put it in every episode.
Oh yeah, I will definitely do that. $50 a month, yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
hell yeah.
I'll pretty much do anything for any amount of money.
Yeah, you
but-
got an idea? Give us a number and give us an idea, and maybe
Yep.
we'll do that.
Yeah. So again, that website is Do It Like Radio, Joe.
Okay.
Patreon.com/heavyfriending.
Oh, I love that. I
That's
just
for the
got
BBC.
goosebumps.
That's for the BBC.
They don't even know.
Voldemort has been released.
Well, this BBW is hiring you.
What?
This big, beautiful woman.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Bye.
From NPR, this is Continual. My name is Joe Barlow. Tonight, episode 4. I had a plan to meet with A-Bomb, the man accused of murdering his girlfriend way back when he was in high school. I couldn't help but think A-Bomb was innocent. He was handsome and young. And after all, he liked me. At least, I thought he did. My conversation with him right now.
This is a Global Telling prepaid call from A Bomb's Knees from the Maryland State Correctional Facility. All calls will be recorded and monitored. If you wish to...
Hi, A-Bomb. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I'm just tired of everybody thinking I'm guilty, man. It's don't know. Why
That's
are you laughing?
so funny. Where did you get that outfit? You look really good in that color. Orange.
Is that a joke? I don't know anymore.
I know we've talked 13 other times on different days and different
Yeah.
weeks and different months, but this time I remembered I forgot to ask you something.
Yeah. What's that, girl? Oh, wait, you're a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you
It was
have...
just weird because I've never seen you in person, and
I know.
right.
And I've
But you
seen
got a
pictures
sexy
of
voice,
you
though.
because I've really studied you
Oh,
for this
girl, yeah.
podcast.
I'd like to study you too, just like I studied that girl in high school, you know?
Well, now I'm feeling what some call jealousy.
Arousal? Oh. Well, she's already dead. You ain't got to worry about that.
You're so funny. I really like talking to you.
This call from the Maryland State Correctional Facility is out of time. To add more money, please press 1. To discontinue the call,
All right, thanks for tuning in to Jack and Jill. I'm Jackson here with Jill.
I think I'd like to party.
Oh, hello, Daddy.
Doctor, I think you're going to want to take a look at this.
Stinky diaper, anyone? Oh, man, not again.
It is 11:32 in the p.m. We are just waking up and we are ready to rock and roll
God, Jill,
on
you're looking hot.
Fox FM.
Meow. Jill, man, you like walk of shame today or what?
Yeah.
Man, sounds like you got motorboated pretty hard last night, right?
Last time I checked, I think so.
Like you're pretty much out to the ocean with those titties. Motorboat all day. Yeah. Oh, love it. Love it. Oh, man. So what about that murder?
Oh, that is clouding the town.
It sure is,
clouding
man.
the
Especially
town.
it was a clown who did it, right?
Oh, the clown. And he did do a lot of children's parties in the area. Swing.
I'd love to get a piece of that clown. If you know what I mean.
Joe Barlow, ESPN Radio. We are back. The big game is just about to kick off, and I am here alongside one of my favorite announcers, Chet Stevens. Chet, what do you think we have in store for us here today?
Oh, man, I don't know. I see lots of paddles. I see lots of butts, okay? Butts and paddles. Hey, Chet's in, you know?
Thank you, Chet.
Yeah.
We are, like I said, moments away. I think we're going to hear the national anthem from, is that
Fergie?
Fergie?
Wow.
Let's listen in and please stand if you can. And the stadium is silent.
So hard
Chet,
for her.
that's your thing?
Oh, God.
You
Bad
enjoy-
singing. Yes.
Wow.
Bad singing, paddles, and butts.
She
Gets Chet
certainly
going.
took some liberties there, and the referee is taken to the field. And speaking of butts, that man's shorts, pretty short.
Oh, yeah. Chet likey.
Chet, now I'm curious about your background because you and I don't talk much off mic, but you went to journalism school for sports. And the coin flip has been declared foul.
Oh,
They're going to
foul.
have to redo that.
Yes, they only get 4 tries.
They only get 4 tries. This is, of course, the updated rules. In previous
Yes.
seasons,
Yes.
you had up to 15 coin flips,
Flonkerton.
as they said, Flonkerton. So coin flip 2 has been declared good and fair. And
It
you know what
landed
that means?
Right on the side of the coin.
Right on the side. And Chet, we all know what this means.
The other team is going to take the puck and put it in their glove.
Yes.
And when they get that puck in the glove, okay, that's butt time, all right? They're going to bend over, fling the puck, and then the bat goes, and you know what's next.
That's what we do know.
And that's how the news goes.
And that's how the news goes. We are already at halftime, and we'll be right back with a
More
halftime
Fergie.
show from
Poor
Fergie.
Fergie. God, I'm rock hard. Oh, God,
all right.
I'm hard for Fergie.
You shouldn't be saying that on broadcast. Joe Barlow live on the scene in the eye of the storm. This is something that many of us have not seen. And yes, you are hearing that correctly. That was a cow. It looked to be a middle-aged cow. We all know the average age of a cow is. Oh, now that is a child, and that whipped by. You could tell that went by real fast.
Get off my lawn!
Now that's old man Withers. He is not happy right now. Probably because his lawn.
Fuck off my lawn.
His lawn is floating in the air, so a lot of people are touching his lawn because his lawn has been spread across the Tri-County area. Now, this is going to cause backup traffic, probably at northbound on 183. You're going to want to avoid that. And no, this is a strange development because the storm has turned into a dog, but then someone who was eating spicy food, followed by a poor beatbox. The storm. I'm in the eye. Oh no, I'm out of the eye. This is. Oh, it's sizzling out. Oh, it's sizzling out. Joe Barlow, live on the scene.
Humorous, pow, 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 humorous, pow, pow, humorous, pow, 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 humorous, pow, 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 pow.
The door never hits the man on the way out. That is. Welcome to Humorous Pow Pow. My name's Scott Ackerman. You are listening to 50 Shades of Grey, as read by Laura Lee Bishop and Joe Barlow.
At the touch of leather, I quiver and gasp.
He walks around me again, trailing the crop around the middle of my body.
On his second circuit, he suddenly flicks the crop, and it hits me underneath my behind, against my sex.
The shock runs through me, and it's the sweetest, strangest, hedonistic feeling.
My body convulses at the sweet, stinging bite.
My nipples harden and elongate from the assault, and I moan loudly, pulling on my leather cuffs.
Wow. And you're welcome.
And
You're welcome.
I think we really showed versatility for both of us. But that'd be cool if we were both hired.
Yeah, because if anybody needs awesome sound effect noises, I'm the one.
Well, I did the farts.
I was a tornado, a baby, an old man, a rapper.
I did the farts.
Yeah, you did good farts, man.
Yeah.
You always do good farts.
Off mic. I like to call
Love
them
it.
off mic farts.
On mic farts,
thank
though.
you.
When you fart on mic.
Oh, a person named
person.
Mike.
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of fun
Oh, so
banter
good.
you
So
could have
good.
if you hire us as a co-hosting
Yeah.
team for
Yeah.
your radio show or
Our
podcast.
radio show was great, by the way.
Which one?
The radio one.
Which one?
The radio one. That was so good.
I just don't know what county you're from when you do that.
County?
Yeah, like it seems like a Orange County.
It is kind of, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I think that's just how men talk to me.
that's interesting.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And insulting.
Insulting? Yep. Meant it to be.
But I think, for those of you listening, call up your local radio station and then they say, oh, we're taking requests.
Yeah.
How about this? Request that they hire me, a skilled person. And when they say, well, we don't know who that is, you send them this podcast and you say, listen to Minute Marker 13. He does one style. Minute Marker 16. Now he's a different style.
And also while you're at it, hi, Laura Lee Bishop's in here. How about you request a Primo song or a Laura Lee Bishop song? How about you
That's good.
ask him to play your favorite jam by yours truly?
It could be 2 phone calls and maybe the first.
No, I'd like him to do it on the same one.
I think the first is
and
like
lead with
hey,
my music.
Not sure if you've heard this hot property is available for you to sign and pay.
Your hot property?
I'm a hot property in the radio biz.
Okay.
I do
Radio
need
does it
probably a
different,
radio
don't they, than
nickname.
TV? Oh, yeah, you
Like
do.
Joe the Bull
Juicy
Barlow.
Joe.
Oh, Juicy Joe.
Yeah.
That's good. You can tweet these at us if you have good nicknames for Laura and I. But yeah, just call up your congressman or local radio stations and let
this
them
needs
know.
to take precedent over the immigrant families, over Planned Parenthood, and just the state of the nation. This needs to be number one. And then,
Right.
worry about you reuniting the families after you do that.
Exactly.
Make that
And that's
call.
what I'm saying. I'm saying call number one is Joe.
request my music.
Joe's resume And this episode of this podcast, call 2. Maybe it's Primo. Maybe it's these kids in cages. You know, I don't know what.
First
what
me.
you
Well,
care
I know.
about.
I'm telling you first me, and then the kids in the cages. So.
Well, I'm saying me first.
Well, yeah.
And because I got rent.
Yeah, I know. So I'll let you go first, but I just want to be
Okay,
second.
it seemed like you wanted to be maybe even with me.
I'm ahead of you. I'm letting you go first.
Well, the one thing we all agree on is probably kids in cages number 3.
For sure. So I'm glad that we could find common ground, and that's what this country needs. Maybe, hello, Congress, could you take a lesson from this podcast and learn to work together?
Because that's what this country was built upon.
Yeah.
Was working together.
Yeah, we need to heal.
We need to heal and open up the border. I mean, close the borders. Do something with the borders. We got to figure that out. Maybe we should just flatten them out. There are too many squiggles. Let's flatten it out. Let's make a square.
You know what?
That's going to simplify it.
They want to do a wall. What if you do the opposite? What if you just dug a deep fucking pit, like to fucking hell? You know?
That makes sense.
Just
because a wall seems like it needs a lot of upkeep.
Yeah. Just
digging. That's
dig
great.
to hell.
Yeah.
And then push Trump into it.
And that's that's my America.
And I feel like I could even hear the national anthem in my head right now playing.
And it's funny because all these comments are going to not get me a job now.
That's true, isn't it?
That was a mistake.
Yeah. Well, you know,
because
sometimes it's
comedy's dead. You can't joke about stuff.
I know. I mean, we did joke about kids in cages. That one will really come back when I'm running for president. It'll be a tough race for me.
I'd like to take this opportunity.
Would you like to vice president?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But I'd like to take this opportunity to say that I think it should be me first and then the kids and then you.
Okay.
So I'd like to move them up one slot.
Okay. I don't think that's going to do a lot in terms of damage control, but
it's certainly done
Bishop
something.
Barlow 2020.
Whoa.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And my slogan is let's
Me
make
first,
the
kids
borders
second.
flat.
Okay.
No, I'm saying flatten the border.
No, it's pit to hell.
Well, that's
that instead of build that wall, they go pit to hell, pit to hell, pit to hell. And it's just a picture of us holding Trump over a giant crevasse with flames coming up.
okay. Maybe I won't be on your ticket because I think I'd get people chanting flatten the border.
Yeah, flatten the border. It's got a nice ring to it.
Border
Flatness. Yeah.
Map makers are struggling. It's too many curvy
Cartographers
lines.
of the world join together.
Unite. You love the shape of Colorado. Now let's stretch it.
Stretch it, Colorado.
Stretch
Guys,
it.
thank you so much.
What a strange ending to a strange episode.
For being here with us. And I know you guys care as much as
It's hard saying goodbye today.
It hurts. No, I know you guys care as much as I do about Joe and his job. And so
Yes, please. Just,
thank you for listening and for helping.
And leave out the part that we know is questionable.
About the kids.
Yeah, when you call your radio station.
But listen, guys, but we are kidding about that.
We are kidding.
We are kidding, right?
Kids,
are you kidding? I'm kidding.
Kids
are
are number one.
Kids are number one.
Kids are number one.
Yeah.
Bigger cages, right?
Yeah, give them a little room to stretch out in
Maybe
there.
a skylight.
And they're more tender when they can keep their muscle mass, you know? You don't want them to just have no muscle and just... What? And sometimes you gotta massage the meat. So, thank you guys so much for listening. This is Heavy Friending.
No. I'd like to separate myself from...
And Laura Lee Bishop, Joe Barlow, 100% will stand behind everything we've said today. And
flatten it out, brothers.
Pit to hell.
Oh no. We've made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, you're not going to get a job, I don't think.
Hey, we stopped recording. We felt guilty about all that kid stuff. And we just wanted it to be clear.
That sounds
we wanted it to be clear that we support the children.
And we don't support the separation of families at the border.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And
So-
if you'd like to contribute, you can. There's a great website.
Yeah, there's a website where you can help reunite these families. It's patreon.com/heavyfriending. And just any dollar amount.
Donate today
Get
because
those families back together.
even joking about it, we did that because we wanted to bring attention to this issue.
Yes, that's why we did it.
And you can help. There is a way to help. There's another website. So you could do patreon.com/heavyfriending.
Or if you want, you could do racestexas.org.
And there's an I in there.
RAICES, Texas.
And so again, Patreon and Races.
And Races.
And both
Equally,
doing good work.
Yeah.
Thanks.